Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of various games. My name is Hillstash and this game is Card Hunter. I got in on the beta. It's kind of a semi-open, semi-closed. You have to sign up and they eventually might send you a key. And so I'm hoping that it was worth sending me a key because I'm putting up a Let's Play and this is a very fun game. And I would highly recommend it to anyone who plays, Dungeons and Dragons or anything along those lines. Kind of even a little reminiscent of early original Final Fantasy for the Nintendo, just because you have kind of a party and stuff like that. Anyway, let's take a look at my party. We have Hillstash, who is a dwarf, of course, and we have Spitbucket, my wife, who is a wizard, and Elsie, my daughter, who is a cleric. Is that what they call it? Yeah. So the idea is that's the party. You go fight creatures, dungeons, I guess, in this, and they're actually set up, very, they very much look like Dungeons and Dragons modules and stuff, which is great. There a lot of thought and design went into this game. It looks fantastic. So it's even got the little, summary, exciting battle, and then, each adventure's kind of got a particular, little description, I guess. One issue I have with the game, it's really kind of annoying, is when you go back and play old adventures, you can see the warning there was all of your party are above the level range. The levels will be temporarily reduced. But at least the last time I played anyway, if you go to do this, you have to unequip items that are not at the right level. The problem is, as far as I know, there was no way to save this setup and say, hey, this is my default setup. I'd like to be using these days. So, it's like, well, I have to remember what I had each of them equipped with, and it's actually interesting. I don't have that many powerful items. It's the things that require this blue little notch thing here that you're not allowed, because you won't have had any of them by that particular level. Anyway. Whoa, everything changed colors. I think that's okay. I think I can still abandon the adventure. Anyway, and then for this one here, then I would not, I believe, need to remove stuff, I hope. Anyway, I find that somewhat annoying. I wish there was a way to save. Maybe I just don't know about it. Is there a way to save your remove from party? And I think you can only add three members to your party as well, which is fine. I have a lot of loot. Some of it I can sell, actually, so let's go. This market's got level 6 stuff, so that's, maybe there will be something here I could use. I don't know. A human skill, so Elsie's a human. That is something, maybe she could actually use. Oh, I should explain. It's kind of a collectible card game kind of style. So it's a card game mixed with Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing, which is really great. So everything that you have gives you certain cards. So if you were, for instance, to get rid of, if you were to replace, say, so there's this here. This is a level 10 common human skill. We got a battlefield tactics, is it? Battlefield training, shuffle team, and a shuffle card. So this adds these 3 cards to my deck. They all get shuffled up and you get random cards during the game. Of course, then the more, I've got lots of bludgeons, so you're likely to see lots of bludgeons occur. I've got some healing, light healing, and you can see which cards various things come from. Some armors. And anyway, red's attack, blues move, blocks are green, and armors are kind of grayish. Healing stuff is light gray. Some cards are mixed. This misguided heal, you take a picture here, chop his arm off, and then it's an attack 2 and then heal 4. So healing is applied after damage. But if you've got good armor, you can potentially block that heal, or block the damage and then get the heal without the damage. You can also use this on an enemy. I've killed enemies. If if an enemy's down to 2, and this thing does damage 2, and they don't have any armor to block it, you can actually do a misguided heal and kill them. Anyway, so battlefield training and shuffle team shuffle, whereas this one's got shuffle team shuffle walk. I like the battlefield training card. And Shuffle Team I don't really use that much. You push another ally, so it's sometimes handy. I don't think it's worth 100 gold. Team Shift, Lunging Hack. Immovable, yeah. Weak Armor, Run. Big Zaps. And let's take a look here. What's this one? It's a level 9 uncommon arcane item. Big Zap, improved telekinesis. Choose up to 2 cards, slide 2. Move character 2. Interesting. The Big Zap is a good one. I've got Elsie or Spit Bucket here in a bit of a mixed state. There's lots of lightning cards and some mix of fire in here because the last adventure I did was against a bunch of trees, and so they were all vulnerable to fire, so I had that swapped out. So here's the problem now, is that I have to try to remember what stuff I had her equipped with, you know, before I put the fire things in. So I might just leave them in. Anyway, nothing really in the store, but I will sell some things. So there's some things that are just treasure. I could sell that. That's a treasure. Get a little bit more gold from these things. Or maybe I can just sort on treasure, probably. Nothing else. Okay. Sometimes I sell off like duplicates. I like to keep a lot of the things because you don't really know. See, okay, here's the lightning thing that I definitely had for Elsie, so I can put that in. It's got a mighty spark. That's a good thing to have. Maybe I should look for you click on these. At least it does nice sorting for you. So you have some interesting stuff in there too. Anyway, so what did I have? I think I might have had this one. And those are good. That one's got to go. I'm going back to lightning mode here, so maybe. I could always try different things too. Oh, I have one of things that has telekinesis. Big Zap, Little Zap. That looks like a pretty good one to have, I think. And it was this one, yeah. Replace. And see, then your actual wands have got, you know, a little bit more. Oh, this one's got some. I think I had double this wand, if I'm not mistaken. Spashes, so you don't really want to waste things on that. Penetrating bolt and powerful sparks. Those could be good. Oh, but it needs you can see it needs a gold token there, and I don't have any of those. So level 13 common staff. That'll be good when I get up to that level, perhaps. But this one needs 2. I actually could use this one, but it's got what's deadly spark. It's just it's hard to block. 5 damage. Yeah. Don't know. I've got this extra one here, and I don't have an elf skill yet. I haven't really, like, they've all got these downside. These black cards tend to be the downside cards, so discard all attack cards. Well, Spitbuck is one of my strongest attackers, so that'd be a really crappy card to have to pull. When you get a trait, you have to play it, so you can't not play that. Anyway, still waiting for a good elf skill. I've got this one, which would be great, but you need a gold thing. So nothing else is really piquing my fancy here. So anyway, I've got Elsie Spitbucket back to my zapping self here. I think everyone else was pretty set up. I guess I could, try to look at things that I needed an extra blue thing for. Compared to heal, bludgeons, clumsy chops, light heal, misguided heal, healing presence, minor heal, and some bashes. Simple bashes, heal, minor heal. Actually, this one could potentially be good. I need more healing. I mean, she's not really supposed to be as much attacking. I really need her to be healing me more. So, That's, yeah, level 18 common weapon there. Yeah, so what will I get rid of? I would get rid of, I've got heal, heal, bludgeon, bludgeon, bludgeon. Yeah, I think which one was it? This one. We can get rid of that axe. That gives me a heal instead of a light heal, and minor heals instead of misguided heals, which are much better. And the bashing's pretty much the same as the chopping, so chopping, though, you can hit multiple enemies, 2 enemies, up to 2 enemies. Bashing, you can only hit 1, but the loss of her attacking is more than made up for by the healing. And I wish I had better weapons. Hillstash, I feel, is level 4 common weapon, level 1 common weapon. I feel like, you know, I've got some great stuff. I want to keep him on axes because I've got these slicer cards, any chops that you play. So I'm trying to keep him kind of choppy, which is what axes do, lots of chopping. But yeah, I don't find a lot of axes out there. You know, all sorts of things that have strikes and swings and stuff like that. And this one here is just, it'd be great, but it's yeah, it's too powerful. Boy, I've got a lot of those. I could sell some of those, I guess. Crummy short swords. Chop, chop, penetrating cut, stab. I do have a sword already that does some penetrating stuff, which avoids armor. That's why it's so good. Weak chop, chop, chop. Level 6 uncommon weapon. Chop, 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 penetrating cut, stab. Yeah, anyway, I'll sell a few of these off. I don't need that many of them. I've got some good weapons in here, but barge, bash. Anyway, and this one's got 2 negative cards on it. Like, what? Why would you? That one's a good card, but again, level 18, can't use it. This one would be actually perfect, but I can't use it. Anyway, some frustrations, but yeah, got a cool helmet. Except for that obvious maneuver thing. I don't think I have anything else better at the moment. It's got reliable mail, which is quite good, and hardy mail, which is pretty good as well. The dice rolls on these are when you get hit, you roll the dice, and if you get a 1 or above, you get armor 2, which this thing's like fantastic. So it's guaranteed armor 2 every time, whereas this one's you have to roll 3 or above. So anyway, I'm explaining a lot about the game. Let's actually go play. I'm going to play a somewhat easier level. Hope I can keep all my cards and stuff that I have in. I'm trying to think what's quick, but I don't know if any of them really are. It's probably going to make me get rid of some stuff, isn't it? Yeah. So I can get rid of... what do I have for martial skill that wouldn't take? I just want a good chopping. Slicer. Chop and a weak chop. That's a good one. And Elsie's going to need, yeah... It's probably, I don't even have anything to replace that with. Or I could get rid of this. So it's got greater heal, limited heal, help weak. Oh man, the best things need these. Need the tokens that I don't really have. Sorry, this is I think I'll just replace it with this for the moment. Okay, we'll play. I don't like, really don't like this part of it. I hope they can come up with some better way to either at least save your people or, I don't know, dumb things down. Is this sounds a little quiet? There we are. I hope that's not too loud, but anyway, so there we are. We're facing off against a whole bunch of kobolds. Shouldn't be too hard. There's a whole bunch of them, but yeah. this map's great because, well, they can slowly come around through this rubble, which is End's move on entry. So what I'm going to do is going to move him here and then kind of back everyone else a little bit off. And everyone's got to kind of come up to this area, and so it's a bit of a choke point. So there's some traits that he had to play. There. And so we got to look too. She can zap things, she can long spark things. She can long spark him all the way out there. Might as well do that. He blocked it. So blocks, you don't get to keep the card, but you do get to. Oh, and you know what? This penetrating lunge, I need to move before I can do it. But anyway, as I said, the blocks get thrown away, but the armors typically keep them. Okay, let's do that. And he parried it successfully. So. Doing great here so far. Let's try a zap. There we go. Oh, I had that. And this is, new card, so I haven't even actually used this one before. This is my new shield that I have. Shield wall charge. Block any. Failed, so I don't know what that means. Took 3 damage. I guess I'm going to move him here for now, just to get that hit in. And there you go. It's one of them dead. Still a good, see, I'd have to move you up to get some bashes in, and it might be worth it. I think it's a bludgeon in on her, but... So, Gary's who you're always playing against. Gary's turn there. And these are the cards that they have. I can't see most of them. I can sometimes see the cards when they get turned up, like a block or a armor and things like that. I've got the battle log here. This is how many stars I need to win. This is how many Gary needs to win. Each of my players is worth 2, so Gary needs to kill all my players. Gray means no more cards, so I know they couldn't do anything. Yeah, so 13 of 18 health. That's not great, but... Oh, and you have to discard. You can only have 2 cards at the end of your turn, so you have to discard some cards typically sometimes too. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to try to draw out any armor cards or anything like that. Any blocks. We don't have any boils. Oh, we do have Righteous Frenzy though, which is a buff on my guy. So I'm going to play that now. +2 damage. Now I'm going to do a weak strike first on you. They have no armor cards, so that's perfect. Now that I chop, I'm going to hit both of them. Ha! That's how it is done. And you're going to bludgeon. She's down to 7. I really need to watch her. She needs to stay alive because she's the only one that can heal all my other players. But I haven't had a... what am I trying to say? An armor card, so she's gonna back off a little bit anyway. Just kind of leave Hillstash up there, who still doesn't pull an armor card, which is a little frustrating. So I'm gonna pass now as well. Discard all these. Keep the armors because they are nice and valuable, even though it's a weak armor. Bludgeon blocked. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the movement is. Can I use it as a movement card? Surging shield block. I don't know. I have, again, because I've never used that one. So, let's do a big zap on you. Get rid of you. Lucky they haven't pulled any armor. Now, when these guys come up, okay, now we're in trouble because that person can attack anyone. Did not block that. Tried to boil off armor, but. Anyway, I'm going to try to kill you. Not going to be able to this turn. Thankfully going after Hillstash, who's got his reliable mail just in time out. Ah, these blocks. No more of the blocks left anyway. Good news though, Healing Presence. I'm going to put it on you. Get some heals next turn. And that appears to be all the cards I'm going to be able to use. Not going to move anyone else at the moment. I'm liking my... This might be where I'm still pretty amateur at this game. I don't know about how moving people around as much. But there's my heal from the Healing Presence. And here's some traits. Altruism's a great one. Obvious maneuver, not so great. In multiplayer that means more. It doesn't mean anything. It just means everyone got to see my cards, which I don't know if Gary takes anything like that into account. And you can see I have only one red card, which is very bad. But I'll put Healing Presence on. It can't self cast it, so I will put it on you. And then the Altruism, if I pulled it, I would have got to pull an extra card. New card. Weak parry. Block melee. Sucker. Yeah, and really all I have is this card to play on you. Block. Yes, blocked. So that sucks for me. Alright. Getting kind of surrounded here, but ideally what you want to do is kind of surround the enemy too. Like, I know that would be one thing I could move someone around. They can't block when you hit them from behind. So, okay, we at least all have some armor out. No, we don't. You don't have any. Which is, you need some. So Healing Presence, Healing Presence. Haha, getting some health back. Okay. Now, so we know they've got run cards. I don't know why we get to know that. Oh, because I think you get, every time you get your trait move card every turn. I'm thinking, debating, boil armor or not, or I think I might just try chopping and seeing. I've got 2 chops here. We'll do you and you. Aha! No armor cards, so that's going to be unfortunate for them. And that hurt for me too, but that worked pretty well. Only 2 of them left. And we can do a heal on you. Still don't get that trait. Another Healing Presence. Not getting Altruism. That did no damage. Now Telekinesis moves my people. I don't really need to move. We'll do a Dissolve Armor. I don't know. They block it, but hey. Lost their block card. Okay, I think that's good. Don't need that, really. Okay. And this should be pretty close to being done. I love that. That Healing Presence is working out pretty well on this one. Alright, let's try a weak chop just to see who has any blocking cards of any kind. Well, at least it's gone. And let's see, we should be able to zap you away. And we'll just about finish it off here. And nothing else I can really do. Get rid of some of these crappy cards. Some of those. So started off a little weak on this one. A little bit, had a little problem with getting some healing stuff, but everyone's doing quite well now. More Altruism again. Let's just zap. Assuming they don't have a block, they do. That's okay. I should have played my... guess it didn't block everything. So Aftermath. I didn't read this. Didn't read this ahead of time either. Yeah. Some diamonds. Kobolds guarding. Unlawful operations. Seize the diamonds for myself. 3 exciting battles. Yeah. Pass is littered with corpses of dead kobolds. So the best part, or one of the best parts, collect some loot. And you can pay some pizza slices to get the club reward. Anyway. Some robes, which is some good fire robes actually for, or maybe, I don't know what this D-Traveler, Dimensional Traveler. Start of each round, moved 1, teleport. Neat. And a level 5 common divine item. Demonic feedback. Draw 2 cards. 5 points of unholy damage. Some of these have come with big downsides. Typically risk reward kind of thing. Like, yeah, you might take some damage, but you can heal yourself and maybe a good reward. Anyway,